doxing, what have you, from his community. Um, you understand the language of dog whistles and calls to action from Destiny. I mean, especially if you've been right up there as his wife, you would get the fucking picture. And then for him to say, I'm not sure if I'm going to talk about this. Maybe we'll talk about this more in 2 weeks. I think we're coming to some legal agreements that I'm more comfortable with. We'll see what happens there, but I might talk about it more. I don't know. We'll see. To me, and I think to anyone who is not a cultist, is a clear threat of I am going to direct my audience to harass you and make your life miserable. Also, much of her audience is an overlap with his audience, so I'm also going to cause you financial trouble and harm your career and your reputation. I'm going to divulge embarrassing, humiliating things about you, as I've done to countless other people on stream after having sex with them and then deciding that they're my enemies. And I'm going to do all of this if you don't make whatever legal agreement, sign whatever thing, give me whatever money back, whatever. You don't do what I want, I'm going to divulge damaging information about you. That's the definition of blackmail. That's my case.
Hey,
Hello.
your camera is not working.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can't see your
oh,
face.
oh.
Yeah,
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
no, you're good. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Uh, there?
Oh, wow, dude, your hair looks very immaculate. It looks very nice. Yeah. Wait, you're not black.
Not right now.
Yeah. Okay. Um, how are you doing?
Um, I'm hanging in there.
Okay. You look like you got like 2 hours of sleep.
Uh, the final push was pretty rough.
For what?
Finishing the video.
For blackface?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a lot of work.
Was the full version actually um why oh my face is on your screen.
Yeah. Do you not want to be on my screen?
Yeah, but I like seeing your face. Thank
I'm
you.
just kidding.
Amusing.
The final version.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a question?
So no. How long did it I'm actually just curious a little bit. My main topic for coming here wasn't about the video, but now that I'm here, sure, I'll replicate it. Okay. There you go. All right, namaste. Okay. Um about that video, like how long did it take you in total? I'm
I
a
think
little
about
curious.
1,000 hours.
1,000 hours for like 2 minutes?
A minute and a half.
Jesus Christ. Um, and you rendered all of that 3D wise yourself.
Yeah, I used the path tracer,
Jesus.
which is the most realistic light simulation that Unreal can do.
Okay.
But it takes for fucking ever.
And you got back to that, like, when did you start editing music shit again?
Well, the second song that is going to come out, I started writing, I think,
Hmm.
in May or June.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I was like, I should do a different song first. And then my voice was fucked up for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It took me a really long time to make that beat too. I went through like I think 20 different versions
Mm-hmm.
um, until I settled on that. So that took a long time, and then I was like, well, my voice is fucked up, so this would be a good time to like do an animation. I honestly, I literally thought it would be 2 or 3 weeks, but it was not. It was a lot.
Okay. And did you feel like it paid off?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. Did
I'm happy with it.
you did it feel like it did you want it to go viral?
I mean, yeah, I want as many people to watch my work as humanly possible at all times.
And did that happen?
By definition, it can't happen. It's always you're always striving for more. It's cookie clicker, baby. You know,
Oh,
so
that's fair. Yeah. Um
I
okay.
don't think you shouldn't. I think if you want to make something you care about and love, you gotta kind of just let it. But yeah, I want it to blow up and I want to be a millionaire. You know,
Mhm.
but that I'm not evaluating like the process of making it by that is, and then I'm not even evaluating it by whether I like it. It's more just like um you got to think like the Joker. You got to just do things. Can't There can't be a reason. Once you start coming up with reasons and evaluations, it's always going to fall short and be disappointing, and then
You're
you know,
you're talking about like hyperfixations.
I'm talking about rationalizing something that you should be irrational.
Huh? Yeah. Like when I do write-ups or when I do video essays, I know that I get super hyper focused and shit. And I just do them, and suddenly like fucking hundreds of hours pass. Sorry, dozens of hours pass, and then yeah, there you go. And that happens and shit. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I have a question.
Okay.
So I came here because well, first of all, I liked Blackface. That music video that you made. That's the first
Thank you.
thing. Yeah, of course. The second thing is that I actually sort of want to. So I'm transgender, okay?
Okay.
Um, and I sort of want to ask you about some of your beliefs on that.
Okay.
Um, so if that's okay with you, of course.
Yeah,
Um,
it is. I'm going to have to be careful though, because, you know, trans people are generally a somewhat vulnerable population. And then when you start asking me, like, oh, so you think I'm blah, 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 I'm going to
no,
have to.
I'm not gonna do
I'm
that.
just
No,
saying, I don't want to hurt you any more than I have to.
you can punch me. That's fine.
Well, then there's also some self harming people who, anyway, I'm just going to tread lightly.
No, I mean that's fine. I'm just
Okay.
saying. So I guess. I guess it's like, have you changed? When was the last time you have changed your mind about anything related to transgender people? I guess
Never.
never. So since you were
I think the
born,
last
you were
one was
like,
on camera. I think the last time was on camera. I asked Shaylin, so do you think no one is actually trans? And she was like, right, no one is trans. And I was like, I think I agree with you. I think until then, I was still dividing trans people up into like some people are actually trans and some people think they're trans, and then some people are sort of trans. And I didn't mean actually trans like they're trapped in the wrong body. I meant actually trans. I don't even know. I think I was just putting them on some other level of like a more reasonable identification. with the opposite sex, and I think when she said that, I was like, yeah, I think it's all bullshit. I think that was
Mm.
the last time I changed my mind. It was a total, irrevocable collapse of belief in gender ideology in that moment. That was the
And
last time.
how would you define like gender divides, I guess? Like how would you define like dysphoria and stuff to you in your perspective, I guess?
Dysphoria is a feeling that you should be the opposite sex, or that you are, or that you would like to be, in such a way that it causes discomfort.
Okay, I see. And how do you feel about these definitions?
The one I just gave you,
Yeah. Do you
I
like
feel
these
good about.
definitions?
I feel good about it because it encompasses the experience of trans people while also maintaining what I believe to be a more sensible framework than the one they espouse. But it encompasses both the framework of trans people and conservative people, or TERFs, or whatever. There's no one who can really disagree that that's a good definition of dysphoria, and it doesn't tell anybody that their worldview is wrong, I guess. I think it's a good neutral.
Do you do you like
It's
trans
not.
do you,
It's
sorry.
what? What'd you say?
Do you like transgender people?
Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
Mm,
There's some. I mean, what? You're like Jesse Lee Peterson asking me if I like black people. Like, yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. But the thing is that like um I guess it's like do you like the concept of gender, I guess? Like how do you feel
no,
about it? Why?
because it's like a soul. I think it's dumb. It just inherently, it just makes no sense to me inherently, that we got men and women,
Mhm.
and then we've got trends. Some men like to drive trucks and wear deer hunter hats
Mhm.
and stuff, but some men don't. Some men like to get fucked in the ass in a Senate conference room. We've got all different stripes and colors and shapes and sizes. And so introducing a new layer of gender as a proxy for wanting to be like other members of your sex or the opposite sex just makes no sense to me. I don't think there's a reason to do that.
Mm. Some people might say that
Oh,
you're not some people, I know, but
neither are you.
I'm not. Um,
No.
well, I land in hot water because I'm not like most people. But um people or things could fall in categories or fall in the most, and you could categorize these into zones even though they're exceptions,
Uh huh.
which for the sake of utility, can people also name these zones?
Yes. However, I think the utility falls apart in the example of trans people because you're talking about a mindset
Mm-hmm.
as contrasted with a physical body, but then the resulting decisions you make after the as a result of the mindset are all about the physical body. So then it just doesn't make any sense. Like a trans person should be, if you wanted to use a sensible definition, it would be the physical doesn't match up with the mental. So then a trans person would be like, I'm a man, but I like doing all these girly things, even though I'm a man.
You're talking about like a femboy or tomboy.
Yeah, because trans, it's weird they're both boys, but yeah, because trans means across. So you'd be saying, I'm a man, but I reach across to being a woman. So I'm trans. That's what I think a sensible definition of transgender would be. I'm a man who lives or acts like a woman. But then when you move the root, I am a woman who lives and acts like a woman, then you have then now the word trans doesn't make sense in the word anymore. You're not trans. You're just saying you're a woman. I'm internally and externally a woman. That's just a woman. So a trans person should be I'm internally a man physically, but I live as a woman.
Mm. Mr. Carson, do you think there can be
Yep.
um a masculine trans woman, or does that not be able to comprehend? I guess
I
like
don't think there are. I don't think there can be a trans woman. I don't think it makes any sense. But if you're asking me if I can comprehend the idea of I'm a man pretending to be a woman, pretending to be a man, yeah, I can. I can comprehend that. If you're asking me if it has utility or makes any goddamn fucking sense, the thing is that there's always a dual thing that trans people are doing when they use these definitions, where, yeah, if you just said I'm a man pretending to be a woman, pretending to be a man, yeah, that makes sense, and I can understand that. I can even understand why you'd want to do it. But then they're always using that to leverage another thing of saying, and therefore I'm actually a woman. So it always breaks down there where you're saying I'm a trans woman, which means you're not actually a woman, and then saying that that means that you are actually a woman. But you can't. You can't be both. You can't be a trans woman and be a woman. And so when you ask me, could you make a label or could you conceive
so
of this? Like, yeah, I can. But
so when you look at me, what am I to you?
you mean in terms of your sex?
Or anything I am? What am I to you?
You're a nerd. You're a dweeb.
Well, I think you're a nerd. I think you're a dweeb.
Yeah.
You're like literally all hair. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
I don't
I mean,
see.
look at you.
Is there a correlation between nerdiness and hairiness?
You literally look.
I'm a neck beard. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, you have hair on your neck, and
Yeah.
that's like you look like the local DJ if he smoked 50 kilotons of crack, woke up 30 days later at the back of an alleyway in a dumpster, and then turns out he attended 4 bar mitzvahs and then married 3 Jewish chicks and then divorced 2 of them.
I can see what you're. I can see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Do you have any other questions?
No 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 no. Wait. Oh wait. Can I get a meow? Can you do a meowing sound like? Oh. Can I get a FSL? Can you say FSL?
What does that mean?
Just say it. Just say FSL.
No, no, no.
Uh, it just FS stands for food shops. I'm food shops, and L just means loser or life. Anything you
No.
want.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Fuck. Okay. Can you do nom 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 nom?
No.
Fuck. Okay, you suck.
Welcome to MrGirl Hotline.
Okay, all right, thanks. Thanks for your time. See ya.
See ya.
Nerd. All right. Well, that was interesting.